Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the P&M Prep Series. Thank you for taking the time to come to P&M orientation for those of you that were able to make it.
Today, we are discussing socials and service, two of the many benefits of being involved in a sorority.
When we mention service, we are talking about service through organizations' philanthropies. At the national level, each sorority and fraternity represent a philanthropy. This means that the goal of the sorority or fraternity is to raise money, promote for, and volunteer for their national philanthropy.
So, which national philanthropies are represented by the Ole Miss Panhellenic community? Alpha Delta Pi supports the Ronald McDonald House of Charities.
Alpha Omicron Pi supports juvenile arthritis research.
Alpha Phi supports women's cardiac research through the Alpha Phi Foundation.
Chi Omega supports the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Tri Delta supports the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
Delta Gamma supports service for sight.
Kappa Alpha Theta supports CASA.
Kappa Delta supports the Girl Scouts of America.
Kappa Kappa Gamma supports Reading is Fundamental.
Pi Beta Phi supports Read, Lead, Achieve.
Phi Mu supports the Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
Typically, chapters have local philanthropies as well, meaning they support a philanthropy located somewhere within or around the Oxford community.
How do chapters support their national and local philanthropies? Through philanthropy events, aka events put on by organizations in order to fundraise and create awareness for a cause near and dear to the members of that sorority. Here are some examples of philanthropy events that are put on by our women. AD Pi puts on AD Picnic. AO Pi puts on a pie sale. Alpha Phi puts on King and Queen of Hearts pageant.
Chi O puts on Chi O Crawfish. Tri-Delt puts on D-Hop, a pancake sale and delivery. Delta Gamma puts on DG Milk and Cookies.
Theta puts on Cupcakes for CASA. KD puts on Shamrock and Roll. Kappa puts on Feed the Hunger Packathon.
Pi Phi puts on Big Man on the Court basketball tournament, and Phi Mu puts on Bottom Mu. These are just a few of the events that are put on by our chapters. On average, each organization hosts 2 philanthropy events per year, equaling about 22 events combined.
And some host even more than 2. Philanthropies are something to get so excited about, and they are a great way to begin getting involved through community service efforts. But remember, you're always welcome to volunteer with other service organizations around Oxford as well.
Time to talk socials. Socials are swaps and date functions hosted by Greek organizations. A swap is a function in which members of one sorority and one fraternity are able to mix and mingle and get to know one another, and they are typically themed.
There are also date functions, which work a little bit differently. A date function is a social where one fraternity or sorority will host a social event, and each of their members eligible to attend may take a date.
Some of these events are date parties, which are semi-formal or themed, and others are formal events.
In total, each chapter typically hosts 2 formal events, 3 date parties, and 4 to 7 swaps per year.
What can make someone ineligible to attend these functions? Things like not meeting grade requirements, not keeping up with study hall hours, or not complying with chapter standards, morals, or values.
We hope you learned a little bit more about the socials and service work of our chapters. We'll hope to see you next week.